Dan the Natural Man Show! Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. And today I want to share a story with you. It's a very wonderful story. It's a very positive story. And this is the type of story that can instill hope in all of us, especially among these very negative times that we're living in. Today I want to talk about a little dog, a little chihuahua named Taz. Taz was, I think he was around 10 years old at the time, and he'd always been a healthy dog. But one day, his owners caught the dog. They were walking, or he didn't catch him, but he was walking Taz. He doesn't have to catch him, the dog's tame, so he'll come up to you anyway. He was walking Taz, daily walk, and all of a sudden Taz fell on the ground. He was kind of whimpering, kind of shaking a little bit, you know. And the owner's like, oh, that's weird, you know. Kind of looked like a seizure. But he got up within a minute or two and he seemed fine. Dusted himself off, finished the walk. Now this started to happen on a regular basis. After a while, maybe once or twice a week, it would happen. He could just be standing there and he'd fall over and whimper and kind of like he was having some spasms. So one day, the owner decided to take Taz to the vet. And the vet checked him over. And when he got to the part where they listen to the heart, the vet was like, looked concerned. Said, bad news, Taz's heart is failing. Said the top part of the heart is working, but the bottom part of the heart isn't working at all. It's not pumping enough blood. So when Taz falls out on the floor, he's suffering from low blood flow because his heart isn't functioning properly. So he gives the owner a drug, a heart drug. The owner found out about me through some of my other clients, because you know my town's not very big. I'm one of the few herbalists here. He come to me, wanted to come talk to me about it. We looked at the drug, and one of the side effects of the drug is could die of sudden cardiac death. Well, I was like, you know, I don't know about you, but this dog is already in trouble of dying from sudden cardiac death. He doesn't need any more help by taking this drug. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. The owner said, yeah, I agree. So, well, what do you think? I said, well, I think the herb hawthorn is used in Germany by medical doctors. People who have congestive heart failure, they give hawthorn to the patients because it's known to help in congestive heart failure. It is known to increase exercise tolerance in patients that have congestive heart failure. Don't even ask me why they don't do this in America. I don't want to go there. Stay positive. I said also I would recommend the herb Motherwort, because Motherwort is the #1 herb for heart arrhythmias. It can correct heart arrhythmias. And of course, anytime we're talking about heart function and the health of the circulatory system, we can never ever forget cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper strengthens the heart, lowers the blood pressure. It starts to reverse hardening of the arteries. And I could go on and on. So I'm going to give you a tincture of hawthorn, motherwort, and cayenne pepper. And remember, these tinctures I made using organic herbs from mountainrose.com. And the dog, he's about 10 pounds, so I said give the dog 2 dropperfuls of cayenne pepper, 2 dropperfuls of Motherwort, and 10 drops of, no, I'm sorry, did I say cayenne pepper? 2 drops of hawthorn, 2 drops of Motherwort, and 10 drops of cayenne pepper, and do this twice per day, and put it in the dog's food because cayenne can be pretty hot. And when you mix in the food, it kind of lowers the heat level. So he started to do this every day, religiously, every day, every day. And he noticed that the episodes started to reduce. He didn't fall on the ground as often. And as days went on, the incidents started to reduce more and more. And if he did have an incident, he wouldn't lay on the ground as long. Like in the beginning, he might lay there 2 to 3 minutes. Now, if he had one, it might be a minute. As the days progressed, the episodes started to reduce even more. And if he did have one of his rare episodes now, it would only last maybe 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So he kept giving the dog the herbs, and it got to where the dog had these episodes so infrequently, he forgot about it. Like the dog is doing a lot better, so I was going to keep giving the herbs, and we go about our time. We get back to the regular routine, walking, everything. 3 years go by, and the dog's doing really well. And he might have an episode every few months for maybe a few seconds. So he decides to take the dog back to the vet one day, the same vet, to get the dog's toenails clipped. And he asked the vet, could you check the dog's heart? And the vet, remember, the vet doesn't remember this dog. He doesn't remember that he looked at this dog 3 years ago and he had congestive heart failure. The vet listened to the dog's heart. And this dog is about 13 years old now. And the vet goes, his heart sounds fine. So he has a slight heart murmur, but that's very common in old chihuahuas. It's a common attribute. So then the vet picks up this sheet from 3 years ago and looks at it. And he looks funny at the owner. He goes, do you have this dog on heart medicine? The guy's like, no, but I have him on herbs. The vet was like, looked at him like, her. He goes, well, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I mean, this vet was puzzled. Why? Well, if you go to medical school of any kind, and vet school is medical, they don't say anything about herbs. They don't tell you about herbs, and if they do, it's usually negative. Now, why do they do this? Well, because if you go to medical school, you're basically going to be working for pharmaceutical companies. And anything that hurts their bottom line, they're either not going to tell you about it or they're going to demonize it. That's why I didn't go to medical school. I was offered to go to medical school by my advisor while I was in college, but I told her no because I wanted to be an herbalist, because I believe that natural healing is the only way to go, and I think the medical system has gotten way too fraudulent. So here I am now. Am I as decorated as a medical doctor? No, by no means. Am I rich? No, 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 no. Not even close. But the few people and animals I do get to help, I get to see them a lot of the times make a full recovery, and it is worth it, you know. So now, if you have a dog out there that's having heart problems, is this a guarantee? Of course not. There are no guarantees in this life. There's no guarantees. You know, life on earth, it's always been pretty tough. There's no guarantees, but I can tell you this much. Using the herbs to combat heart disease and heart problems, there is no side effects of death, okay? This herb's not going to make it die of sudden cardiac death like these pharmaceutical drugs will. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if your dog's having a problem like this, giving the dog these herbs, there's no side effects. It's not going to hurt the dog. It can only help the dog. So you don't have to worry about that. But I just want to tell a story about this particular dog, and I do believe that it would help many dogs and many people, these herbs, for similar cases. I have helped a human client too with the same combo with similar results. So If you like this video, like it and share it. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And until next time, keep it natural.